Hello viewers, in this video I am going to explain you atomic structure chapter in which I have covered the entire topics of atomic structure and I will try to complete it within a short period of time. So let's start our topic atomic structure. What is atom? It is the smallest indivisible particle characterized by sharing chemical properties of elements and nucleus with neutrons, protons and electrons. All matter is made of atoms. Only atoms take part in chemical reaction during which two or more atoms combine to form a molecule. A part atom consists of subatomic particles like negatively charged electron, positively charged proton and electrically neutral neutron. Negatively charged electron was discovered by J.J. Thomson using cathode ray discharge tube experiment. Positively charged proton was discovered by Goldstein using anode ray experiment and electrically neutral neutron was discovered by Chadwick on bombarding a thin sheet of beryllium by alpha particles. This was a brief intro on atom. Now let's proceed to other important topic of atomic structure, that is atomic models. There are basically three atomic models, that is Thomson model of atom, Rutherford's model of atom and Bohr's model of atom. Firstly, Thomson's model of atom. According to this model, atom is considered as uniformly positive charged pair due to protons in which negatively charged electrons are embedded in it. This model explains neutrality of atom. Atom is visualized as a cake or pudding in which electrons are embedded. Therefore, this model is also known as plum pudding model, resin pudding model or watermelon model. An important feature of this model is mass of atom is evenly spread over the atom. But the drawback of this model is it could not explain certain experimental results like scattering of alpha particles by thin metal foils which was carried out by Rutherford. This was the drawback of Thomson's model. Moving to second atomic model, that is Rutherford's nuclear model of atom. According to this model, atom possesses highly dense positively charged center called nucleus in which protons and neutrons is present and electrons are revolving around the nucleus in circular paths called orbit. In this model, atom resembles solar system wherein nucleus plays a role of sun and revolving electrons that of planets. Therefore, this model is also known as planetary model. Electrons and nucleus are held together by electrostatic force of attraction. So, according to Rutherford's model, there is a positive charge in the center which is called as nucleus in which electrons are revolving around the nucleus in circular paths, that is called orbits. This is the Rutherford's model of atom. Okay. The drawbacks of this model is it could not explain stability of atom and it does not say anything or does not describe anything about electronic distribution of electrons around the nucleus. This is the drawback of Rutherford's model. Now, the other topic of atomic structure is atomic number and mass number. This concept I have presented in tabular form for better understanding. So, atomic number is denoted by Z and mass number is denoted by A. Atomic number is number of protons in nucleus is equal to number of electrons in neutral atom, whereas mass number is equal to number of protons plus number of neutrons and mass number is always a whole number. The general notation is X, symbol of element, above to the symbol A, mass number is present and below to it atomic number is present, that is Z. This is the general notation for atomic number and mass number, and based on this elements are categorized into three types, that is isotopes, isobars and isoelectronic species. Isotopes means atom with the same atomic number but different mass number are isotopes. For example, hydrogen with atomic number 1 and mass number 1. Likewise, other example, hydrogen with atomic number 1, mass number 2. In this, atomic numbers are same but mass numbers are different. This is the isotopes. Next, isobars. Isobars is just opposite to isotopes. That is, in isotopes, atomic number is same but mass number is different. But in isobars, mass number will be same but atomic number will be different. For example, carbon with mass number 14, atomic number 6. Other example, nitrogen with mass number 14 and atomic number 7. So in this, atomic numbers are different whereas mass numbers are same. This is the isobars. Next, isoelectronic species. The species which have same number of electrons is known as isoelectronic species. For example, CO and N2. Both are isoelectronic because they both have same number of electrons, that is 14. Now moving to the other one of the important topic of atomic structure, that is electromagnetic radiations or electromagnetic wave theory. This theory was put forward by Maxwell. As electromagnetic, the word itself describes the radiation associated with electrical and magnetic fields are known as electromagnetic radiations. This radiation first oscillate perpendicular to each other, then both combine undergo oscillation perpendicular to direction of propagation, forming wave-like structure. Meaning, first both the electrical and magnetic field radiations perpendicular to each other, then they both combinedly undergo oscillation perpendicular to direction of propagation, forming waves. Therefore, this is also known as electromagnetic wave theory. When these radiations are arranged according to increased wavelength or decreased frequency, complete spectrum is obtained, and that spectrum is known as electromagnetic spectrum. This theory successfully explained properties of light such as interference, diffraction, etc., but it could not explain black body radiation, photoelectric effect, etc. This is the drawback of electromagnetic radiation, that it does not explain black body radiation, photoelectric effect. So, in order to explain the black body radiation and photoelectric effect, Max Planck put forward the theory known as Planck's quantum theory. According to this Planck's quantum theory, the radiant energy is emitted or absorbed not continuously but discontinuously in the form of small packets of energy, that is called quanta. So, according to Planck's theory, energy is either emitted or absorbed in the form of small packets of energy, which is known as quanta. In case of light, that quanta is also called as photon. Energy of each quanta is directly proportional to frequency of radiation, that is E directly proportional to V frequency of radiation, or we can also say it as E is equal to h mu, where h is Planck's constant and the value for Planck's constant is 6.626 into 10 power minus 34 joules seconds. This is a Planck quantum theory, and Planck quantum describe black body radiation and photoelectric effect. So, black body radiation, an ideal body which emits and absorbs all frequency, is known as black body, and the radiation emitted by black body is known as black body radiation. Black body means ideal body which emits and absorbs frequency is called black body, and the radiation which emitted by that body is known as black body radiation. Frequency of that emitted radiation depends only on temperature. Now, photoelectric effect, it is the phenomenon of ejection or emission of electrons from metal surface when suitable frequency strikes. Okay, this is a photoelectric effect. It means ejection or emission of electrons from metal surface of suitable frequency when the light of suitable frequency strikes, that is photoelectric effect. The ejected or emitted electron is called photoelectrons. This is a black body radiation and photoelectric effect which was explained by Max Planck. Now, dual behavior of electromagnetic radiation, meaning the light possesses both particle and wave-like properties. Therefore, it has dual behavior. Okay. Whenever radiation interacts with matter, it shows particle-like properties, that is black body and photoelectric effect. And when it propagates, it shows properties, wave-like properties, that is interference and diffraction. As light have both particle and wave property, it is known as dual behavior of electromagnetic radiations. Now, the other topic of atomic structure is spectrum. Spectrum means when a white light is passed through a prism, it split into series of color, but it splits into many colors. That is spectrum. So what is spectrum? When a light is passed through a prism, it splits into various colors, various bands. that is known as spectrum. This is classified into continuous and line spectrum. Continuous spectrum means the spectrum which consists of all the wavelengths, whereas line spectrum means spectrum in which only specific wavelengths are present. Means in continuous spectrum all wavelengths are present, whereas in line spectrum only specific wavelength is present. Apart, this is also classified into emission or absorption spectrum. Emission spectrum, spectrum of radiation emitted by a substance that has absorbed energy, that is emission spectrum. And absorption spectrum, spectrum of radiation transmitted through a substance showing dark lines or bands due to absorption at specific wavelengths. Okay, in emission spectrum, spectrum of radiation is emitted by the substance that has absorbed energy only, whereas in absorption spectrum of radiation transmitted through a substance showing dark lines or bands. In emission, absorbed energy is important, whereas in absorption spectrum, dark lines or bands is important. The study of emission or absorption spectra is known as spectroscopy. Now, third and important atomic model, that is Bohr atomic model of atom. According to this model, electrons revolve rapidly around the nucleus, which is present at the center of atom in fixed circular paths known as energy levels or shells or orbits. In this model, nucleus is present at the center and electrons are revolving around the nucleus concentrically. Therefore, the representation is done either by numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 or by letters, that is K, L, M, N, O. As long as electron remains in particular orbit, it does not lose or gain energy. Instead, the energy remains constant. This is the Bohr atomic model. I'll describe three models in brief. In Thomson model of atom, positive sphere of proton is present in which electrons are embedded, that is Thomson model. Second, during Rutherford's nuclear model of atom, nucleus is present at the center and electrons revolve around the nucleus once, whereas in Bohr atomic model, nucleus is present and electrons keep on revolving in concentrically forming rings, and for that identification we have represented it by either by numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 or by letters, that is K, L, M, N, O. This was the three models. Now, the drawbacks of Bohr atomic model is it is not in accordance with Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Second, it could not explain dual character of matter. Third, it unable to explain Zeeman effect and Stark effect. This is the drawback of Bohr atomic model. Now, Heisenberg uncertainty principle. According to this principle, it is not possible to specify momentum and position of subatomic particles like electron, proton, neutron simultaneously. Meaning, according to this Heisenberg uncertainty, we cannot describe momentum and position simultaneously. It is given by delta x into delta p greater than equal to h by 4 pi. Whereas delta x is uncertainty in position and delta p is uncertainty in momentum. This is the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Now, Zeeman effect and star effect, which is one of the important question and we can expect in exam also. So, Zeeman effect is splitting of spectral lines in presence of magnetic field. Stark effect means splitting of spectral lines in presence of electric field. Zeeman effect take place in presence of magnetic field. Stark effect in presence of electric field. Now, other topic is quantum numbers. Quantum numbers is a set of rules that is applied to specify an orbital or an electron. There are 4 quantum numbers, but to specify an orbital, only 3 quantum numbers are required, while to specify an electron, all the 4 quantum numbers are required. There are 4 quantum numbers: principal quantum number, azimuthal quantum number, magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number. These quantum numbers I have presented in tabular form so that we can understand it very easily. Okay, principal quantum number is denoted by n. It gives information about size and energy of orbital. Second, azimuthal quantum number is denoted by L and it gives information about shape of orbitals, subshells, determine energy of orbitals or subshells in space around the nucleus. It is also known as orbital angular momentum quantum number as it determines the angular momentum of orbitals. Now, third quantum number, that is magnetic quantum number. It is denoted by ml. It gives information about spatial orientation of orbital with respect to other orbitals. Magnetic quantum number is ml and gives information about orientation of orbital. Now the last quantum number is spin quantum number, which is denoted by S or ms. It gives information about orientation of spin of electrons. Spin quantum number have two values, plus half and minus half. Plus half is clockwise and minus half gives information about anti-clockwise. These are the four quantum numbers. Now the last topic of the chapter is electronic configuration. It means arrangement of electrons in space around the nucleus in an atom is known as electronic configuration. There are three principles based on electronic configuration of atom. The first is Pauli exclusion principle. It states that no two electrons in an atom can accommodate all the four quantum numbers, meaning only two electrons cannot accommodate four quantum numbers. They have specific values, like maximum number of electrons in S subshell is 2, in P subshell is 6, D subshell is 10 and F subshell is 14. There are specific accommodations, that is specific electrons. Second principle of that is Aufbau principle. Aufbau is a Greek word which means building up. So according to this principle, in the ground state the electronic configuration can be built by placing electrons in the lowest available orbitals until the total number of electrons added is equal to the atomic number. Thus, orbitals are filled in order of increasing energy, meaning until the electrons is equal to the atomic number, till then they have accommodate in the ground state electronic configuration. These are done based on their increasing order. So, general order of increasing energy of orbital is 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, 4p, 5s, 4d, 5p, 6s, 4f, 5d, 6p, 7s, 5f, 6d and 7p. This is the general order of increasing energy, and based on this order electrons are placed according to Aufbau principle. Now the last topic is Hund's rule. According to this rule, electron pairing in orbital starts only when all available empty orbital of same energy are singly occupied, meaning electron pairing starts when orbitals have singly occupied, then only pairing will start. The unpaired electron present in various orbitals of same subshell should have parallel spin, and pairing starts when orbitals have single electrons, and when they have single electrons the pairing should be in parallel spin. For example, carbon C, Z is equal to 6. Electronic configuration 1s to 2s to 2p2. So first two electrons goes in 1s orbital, second two goes to 2s, and the remaining two orbitals accommodate in p with parallel spins. This is the Hund's rule. So this was the topics in atomic structure. Hope you may find this video helpful. Do subscribe my channel and press bell icon to receive further notifications. Thank you.